Hey there guys, what's going on? It's Awesomeness Gamer here, and welcome back to Amnesia, the Dark Descent. So we're back. I forgot to hit the record button, so I went a little bit into the laboratory, but it's okay. So, we have all the ingredients from the wine cellar now. I believe so. So, I don't know. So, let's go combine them together to make what we need. Alright. But let's keep going. So, I'm going to be replaying this part because the recording for this got corrupted and I don't want you guys to miss anything. Because I already tried to record this before. So, yeah. So, it might seem like I know what I'm doing, because I am. Because I already went through this part once. So, yeah. Come on. Here we go. Alright, we made it. Alright, so now we're on to the refinery. So now let's move down to the refinery. Alright, this is taking. Alright, there we go.
It sure is dark in here.
Yes, and there's a good reason for it. But you can light the lamp now if you wish.
What's the reason? For the darkness, that is.
Stay close. Be careful not to stray.
What's the reason? Why is it so dark?
Pay attention, Daniel. It's important that you keep going straight and make sure not to stray. What?
22nd of June, 1839. It's been more than a month since my last entry. After the event inside the underground chamber in Algeria, Professor Herbert insisted I return to England. He said he didn't want to risk forfeiting the entire expedition lest I took a turn for the worse. An excessive decision, in retrospect. But I'm glad it turned out that way. I found my journal this morning in the haphazard collection of things brought home from Africa. Next to it lay the broken stone orb wrapped in cloth. I tried to assemble it, but couldn't. The pieces wouldn't fit together, as if they weren't from the same object. Could I have imagined it all? Was there ever a complete orb?
Ooh, spooky. Sorry if you hear that, guys. That's my phone going off. Let's ignore that.
25th of June,
Oh, God.
1839. I feel the need to continue this journal, even though it was intended for my journey to Africa. This must be something very important. I just know it. I've taken it upon myself to piece the orb back together, but it's been more difficult than one might think. The pieces are behaving strangely. They seem to change color, shape, and texture, but ever so slightly. Yesterday, I took careful measurements and notated any significant markings. Today, I confirmed my suspicions. They were changing. I was terrified and rushed off to see the finest geologist in London, Sir William Smith. I approached the subject with care and we discussed how rocks change form. He told me about the nature of glass, how it eventually collapses on itself, like ice slowly melting over the course of centuries. Smith eased my mind a bit, but I can't escape the feeling that these shards have otherworldly properties.
Great. Sanity's at the lowest possible level. Great, I'm down. What are you guys having? Sure. Sure.
Wait in about 5 minutes.
Alright. Okay. Alright, sorry about that, guys. I have to take a brief intermission. Alright. Box. Everybody else is so lucky, now you can keep me hammered. God. Alright, great, now let's try and break down the door. Alright, so let's go. Now's the time for us to run. Now you. Get out of here. Out of here, you. You want to fully demon. Alright, great. Phew. Okay. Alright, we made it. We're back at the back hall. Okay. Alright, so I recall there was a chest over here. Open sesame. I'm just gonna try and get myself back to where I was before, so you guys won't be missing anything. And now, after this, all the reactions will be genuine. I didn't record it the first time, but as you know, I lost some of the recordings, so I
My
have to
journal
again.
gone. What would they want with my journal?
Alright, get out. Okay, let's see if they have anything useful in here. I don't recall checking everything. Ooh, yes. Come on. No.
2nd of July, 1839. I received a letter today from the Algerian governor's office disclosing the fate of Herbert's expedition. About a week after my departure, Abdullah, one of the men traveling with us, returned from the desert. He was badly injured, as if maimed by a lion. The man rambled deliriously about the expedition being attacked by something horrible. The French quickly dispatched a search party to look for the expedition. After searching for days, they found the camp abandoned without any trace of Herbert or his men. Tomorrow, I'll retrieve the things they recovered from Herbert's tent at the customs house. I don't know what to make of it, but I'm worried for him.
Oh, his bugs are real. I thought I was losing sanity. Alright. Any tinder boxes?
3rd of July, 1839. Today I picked up Herbert's things at the customs house. I dug through the trove of documents he had carried and found a log detailing the expedition. The nature of this text ranged from quick notes to colorful accounts of transpired events. I skimmed the pages, trying to figure out what might have happened. May 17th, the day I was trapped inside the orb chamber, Herbert dryly states, "Recovered Daniel after 1 hour of entrapment." This confused me greatly. I was suffocating within minutes. How could I have lasted an hour? I continued reading the peculiar text. Herbert states his facts without judgment or passion, but suddenly I could read frustration into his text. He pushed his men to investigate the underground tomb, an effort which seems to have strained the minds of his men. Madness spread through the ranks, and Herbert had to take some extreme measures to continue. He finally visits the chamber himself, where he retrieves the orb to the surface. His account confuses me greatly. If he has the orb, what are those pieces in my drawing room?
Ooh, nice crowbar. Alright. Tinderbox. Alright then.
The key. Please, let it be here.
Alright, I think he's gone.
4th of July, 1839. It's done! The orb is assembled. I was awakened by an exhausting nightmare. Shaking and sweating, I retired to the drawing room with a cup of tea. The relic pieces lay spread across the table as I'd left them, but somehow I knew how it was supposed to be. I fetched the tar, which I had prepared to fix the pieces together, and without fault I joined them, producing the orb I remembered so clearly. The tar proved unnecessary. It was pushed out from the joining pieces as they merged on their own, with no adhesive. The ancient stone relic now rests on my table. Its immaculate surface and perfect shape could have been molded by a factory. This is all too strange.
Alright, tinderbox. Nope. Alright, let's get the key.
Oh, thank God, there it is. I guess it is a good place to hide it then.
Don't forget your bag, Daniel.
I won't, Herbert.
There is no shame in using a parasol in the desert. As it happens, it's imperative to your survival.
But it looks ridiculous.
The shade will hurt much less than dying, I assure you.
Alrighty, you guys, so I'm gonna leave it here. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video.